Hey guys, today I want to show you what I think is probably one of the most efficient, most effective exercises that you could possibly do for your classical guitar growth. And I think this is legitimately something that you could do every day for years and years and years. It's extremely simple. The concept is really simple. And I actually got this idea from this video, which is awesome. It's from this guy, Andre Tonelli, where he talks about different combinations of left-hand finger patterns. So like 1, 3, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what he says is there's basically 24 different permutations of these four fingers. I want to adapt this to right hand. I think this is freaking amazing. I think it's so simple. I think it's dead simple. When you think about it, it does the same thing over and over again. There's not a lot of variation in the right hand compared to the left hand. The left hand has to do all these different, crazy positions. You find yourself in different landscapes a lot of the time. With the right hand, it's much more like you're kind of doing the same stuff over and over again, right? There's only 6 strings here. You got 4 fingers that you can play with, and there's just not that many combinations of things that you could possibly do. So I've mapped it all out. It's basically going to be every single permutation of these 4 fingers in sequence. And the reason I think this is so effective is that these patterns show up all the time. They're all over the place in music you're going to encounter. So I've linked this little tool down below, made it in frickin' lovable in 3 seconds. Yes, it's AI. Yes, hate me. Yes, unsub if you want to. I do care. Please don't. But it's just a way of keeping track of the different combinations. Now, because of the fact that it's such a simple thing and it's right hand alone, it's going to be really effective. So if you find any of these patterns that are of particular difficulty for you, I would recommend doing that, working on those. Okay. So if you want to, you can go ahead and open up the little tool down below. There's a link, underneath this video. And what you're going to do to make the most out of this is to essentially rate yourself on how difficult these feel, or actually how well you can do them. Okay, so think of it like that. How good can you do them? So for me, if I start going through here and I look at PIMA, how difficult is that for me? Let me see. PIMA, that feels pretty easy, right? For me, it does. Might not for you. So whatever is the easiest on this whole thing, you're going to rate that a 5. Okay. And whatever is the hardest, you're going to rate that 1 star. Okay. So what I would do is use strings 5, 4, 3, and 2 for these. So thumb on 5, index on 4, middle on 3, and then ring finger on 2 for all of these. And make sure you give yourself a little bit of time with it. Okay. Like, you don't have to go super fast like I am. Some of these we're gonna have to go much slower. Okay, so find a speed that's kind of comfortable. Maybe you're starting to feel that edge of your ability just a little bit, and that's gonna be enough to tell you which ones are harder, which ones are easier. Okay, so you can get accurate rankings. So let's see here. PIAM, almost as easy as PIMA. So I'm gonna give that a rating of 5. PMIA, that feels pretty good as well. Now you're going to be at different levels with all of these. You're going to eventually get to one, maybe it's this one, MIPA, where it's going to feel significantly harder. Your hand's going to tense up. The harder it is, the lower you want to rate the thing. Okay, so the weakest links are always going to be the ones that you're building up. And as you build those weak ones up, you're going to get to a point with them where they're not the weak ones anymore, and then some other ones are the weak ones. And the goal is to get all of these at 5 stars, okay? Now, as you get better at guitar overall, like what a 5-star rating is, I don't know why I did this, it's gonna change. There's gonna be a higher standard for what you would call easy and what you would call good. And at that point, you can just start to lower the lower the rankings, okay? So when you get to 5 stars and you're a year 1 guitar player, eventually, when you're at 10 years of playing guitar, you're going to be a lot better at guitar, and now your ranking system is going to change, right? You're going to have a lower tolerance for mistakes and tension and unevenness and all that stuff. So keep that in mind as you do this as well. Hopefully this can kind of grow with you over time. So at the end of it, I'm gonna do a little cut, and I'm gonna rate these all for myself really quick. So I have a lot of 2s here, right? I got a 2 here, 2, 2, 2, 2. So I'm gonna go through those 2s and I'm gonna figure out which is the hardest of all those 2 stars, okay? Because what we want is clearly, if we can, get 3 clear winners as the hardest ones for us to practice, all right? So I'm gonna rifle through these. IMP, IMP, man, IAMP. That's definitely hard. Okay, so let's call it a 1. MPAI. Okay, definitely easier than the last one. MIPA. That one's a 3. Jesus, that's easy. And then let's see, MAPI, MAPI, MAPI. Okay, so that one might be kind of on par with the IAMP. IAMP. Yeah, we're gonna call these both 1s for sure. And then we got a couple more. We got this one, AIMP. Okay, and then I'm gonna leave that as 2. Okay, cool. So I've ranked all of these as far as like how well I feel like I can do them. So your next step is to actually practice this stuff. So I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do that. And hey, by the way, before you actually spend a lot of time doing these combinations, it's important to have your stroke super, super dialed in. This is for beginners all the way up through advanced. I had to like completely reset the way that I handle my right hand, and it's so much better. It's helping so much, it's crazy. And I have a full 7-hour course on just that. It's completely free. If you go down below, there's a link, sign up for my free school, and you can rip through that course. I would recommend doing that before you spend a bunch of time doing this, because that's the foundational layer. This is like the next layer up, okay? And then all my tabs are over there as well. Free tab videos of all my stuff. Check it out down below. So if I click practice over here, now I've got my 3 most important patterns, the ones that are weakest for me. I'm not gonna spend my time practicing all of them. That's what a lot of people might do. You might go through and go, I'm gonna do all 24 of these every day. Do not do that. Just work on the stuff that needs work, okay? The stuff that's low. As you get better at this stuff, you can re-rate them, okay? So here's how I would actually practice this stuff. I would take just one of them, okay? And I would work on that for like 5-10 minutes, okay? Straight. And I would do the movement. So IA, let's see here. Let's do the first one. IAMP. IAMP. And I would work on it as relaxed as I possibly can with big gaps in between each repetition. So watch this. I'm gonna go IAMP. I'm gonna take like a 4-second break, and I'm do it again. See here. And it's okay if you gotta go really, really slow for this, okay? You're just trying to get this really smooth cascade happen. If you want, what I think is really valuable is to do the motion in the air. So IAMP, that will kind of give you an idea of how easy and relaxed this can feel. And again, I'm not doing IAMP and having my fingers scissor out. I'm ending with them all curled up like that. That's important to keep all of these as easy as they can be. Okay, so again, IAMP, IAMP, IAMP. Take a little break here. You could do, if you want, you could do like several in a row with a longer gap, like 10 seconds or so, or you could just do one repetition and then give yourself like 4 seconds, 3 seconds, up to 5. A lot of times I'll do 5 seconds actually. IAMP. Oops. IAMP. Yeah, cool. Now, as that gets easier, I'm going to re-rank it. Okay, so I'm going to mark that as 2. And now you might be given a slightly different spread. You might not be given a slightly different spread, right? Now, the idea is that eventually this is going to get so good, this one right here, is it's going to get pushed off the board, and now I'm left with a new set of 3. Okay, so you're always working on the ones that are the most difficult for you. MAPI. Let's see. MAPI. Oh, that was really weird. That one feels very bad. Okay, MAPI. So I really got to work on that one. And then I'll take about 10 seconds, right? And then I would do like 5 minutes of one, 10 minutes of one, and then 5 minutes of another, and then 5 minutes of the last one. And I would do this shit every single day. And then, you know, as you go through it, eventually they're all going to even out. They're all going to become just as easy as the other ones. And that's when you're rocking. That's when you're cooking with stainless steel, dude. That's when you're slapping ghee in a stainless steel pan, waiting for that shit to. Hey, again, before you do this, I would do my free right-hand course. Click down below if you want to hop in there and also get all my tabs and stuff for free. But I really do think that this is one of the most valuable things you could possibly do. I mean, these are really simple patterns, but they show up constantly all the time. And if you can get all these to a great level, man, you got a really good base of right-hand technique. Okay? So have fun. Get in there. The tools down below. The free course is down below as well. Bye.